Richard's gay son says, funny how Trump literally called Bitcoin a scam, but now he's hailed as some sort of hero in the community. I mean, I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one and this comment as well. Because I actually just watched Eric Trump's video last night, his speech from Dubai, Bitcoin conference in Dubai. And he made one comment in there that I think would make people rethink their whole Trump Bitcoin stance. Eric Trump said that he's known Michael Saylor for 20 years. 20 years. And he also said something along the lines of when Saylor got into Bitcoin in the very early days, I didn't know what it was. I thought he was crazy, but he turned out to be right. So that to me, he said something like that. And I thought, wait a sec, like didn't Saylor just get into Bitcoin like 4 years ago? How are you talking about very early days of Bitcoin when he understood it? So this is just my theory on the whole thing, but I really believe that if you look at some of the different parts, and I'm actually going to talk about this today on the Bitcoin Amigos show a little bit further in depth. But if you look at some of the things that have happened, other than what Trump said, called it a scam a couple of years ago. But if you look at his best, like his number one guy, General Flynn, he actually tweeted about Bitcoin back in 2015. And then you look at his sons have both been in there for a while. They've known Saylor for 20 years, which is kind of just a new thing that we've uncovered here. But also Melania wished Satoshi a happy birthday a couple years ago on Twitter. So, I mean, when you're a guy like Trump and you have the influence, the worldwide influence, not just in America or North America, but like his words carry a lot of meaning. And so I think that he had to be very careful with how he went about this whole thing. And it's very funny to me. It's very funny to me that Trump comes out and announces or is in support of this strategic Bitcoin reserve in America, right? And all of a sudden you have countries from around the world. All of a sudden it's Russia's buying some, adding it to their strategic reserve. All of a sudden you have Vancouver doing the same thing. All of a sudden you have China making Bitcoin and crypto legal again for citizens to own. All of these things happened after Trump announced this. So it makes you wonder if he has that much influence or if they weren't supposed to get into this until everything was ready to go. And again, I have a conspiracy mind. I think that's why a lot of people watch the show. And that could be wrong. That could be right. We don't really know right now. But there's just too many things. There's too many dots being connected here for Trump to just wake up one day a couple months ago and decide, you know what? I like this Bitcoin thing. I'm going to sell all the gold in America and buy Bitcoin. You really think that that's how this thing played out? I mean, if you believe that, then I don't know. I got some oceanfront property to sell you in Arizona.